If your internet has been feeling slower than it should, or your video calls keep freezing at the worst possible moments, chances are it's not your internet plan that's the problem. In most cases, it comes down to a few overlooked mistakes in how your home network is set up. Let's go through them one by one. The first and most common issue is router placement. I've seen this repeatedly. Someone calls in complaining their bedroom has no signal, and when you ask where the router is, it's sitting on the floor inside a wooden cabinet in the living room corner. The signal is essentially fighting through furniture, walls, and distance all at once. Wi-Fi signals radiate outward in all directions, roughly like a sphere. So if your router is tucked into a corner, a large portion of that signal is broadcasting into your neighbor's apartment or out into your front yard, wasted. The goal is to place your router somewhere central, elevated, and out in the open. A shelf in a hallway or the middle of a main living area is far better than a corner bedroom or a basement utility room. The second issue is the number of devices connected to your network. This one surprises people. A typical household today might have 2 or 3 phones, a couple of laptops, a smart TV, a streaming stick, security cameras, a gaming console, and a handful of smart home devices, thermostats, bulbs, plugs. That can easily add up to 25 or 30 devices, all sharing the same connection. The problem isn't just active use. Many of these devices are doing things in the background, syncing photos, downloading updates, checking in with servers, even when nobody's touching them. If your router supports QoS or quality of service settings, it's worth enabling that. It lets you tell the router which devices should get priority, your work laptop during the day or your TV in the evening, so bandwidth gets distributed more intelligently. Third, an outdated router. Routers don't last forever, and a lot of people are still running hardware that's 6 or 7 years old. That was fine when you had 5 devices and a slower internet plan, but modern usage patterns are completely different. Newer standards like Wi-Fi 6 were specifically designed to handle many simultaneous connections without the performance degrading the way older routers do. If you're paying for a fast internet plan but your router predates 2019 or so, the router itself may be the bottleneck, not your ISP. Fourth is interference, which often goes completely unnoticed. Wi-Fi operates on specific radio frequencies, and those frequencies can be disrupted by other signals in the environment. Microwave ovens, cordless phones, and baby monitors are common culprits in the home. But in apartment buildings or densely packed neighborhoods, the bigger issue is channel congestion. Dozens of nearby networks all broadcasting on the same Wi-Fi channel, essentially talking over each other. Logging into your router's admin settings and manually selecting a less congested channel or enabling automatic channel selection can make a measurable difference. There are free apps that show you which channels nearby networks are using, which makes it easier to pick one that's less crowded. The fifth issue is using the wrong Wi-Fi band. Most modern routers broadcast on 2 frequencies, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. They serve different purposes. The 2.4 GHz band carries a signal farther and penetrates walls better, but it's slower and more prone to interference. The 5 GHz band is significantly faster but has a shorter effective range. If you're sitting in the same room as your router and your device is connected to 2.4 GHz, you're leaving a lot of speed on the table. For devices that stay close to the router, a laptop on your desk, a TV in the living room, connecting to 5 GHz will almost always give you better performance. Many routers now support band steering, which handles this automatically by assigning each device to the most appropriate band. To summarize, centralize your router placement, audit which devices are on your network, consider whether your router hardware is due for an upgrade, check for interference and channel congestion, and make sure your devices are connecting to the right frequency band. Most of these are free to fix and take under 10 minutes, and in the majority of cases they make a significant difference before you ever need to call your internet provider.